So the Cleveland Browns came out today and they win in dominant fashion against the Cincinnati Bengals 24-3. This is the most dangerous team in the AFC North. And let me tell you why. And it's past just today's game. They now have a quarterback that's competent. He may not be the same Deshaun Watson he was a couple years ago. And I do expect it for the season to go on that he will get better. Because even in today's game, he still was off a little bit. But at the same time, and the second half, he did look better. Deshaun Watson today was 16-29, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The reason why I think this is the most dangerous team in the AFC North, they have a legitimate defensive coordinator now. All last season, they had to deal with Joe Woods. Joe Woods was terrible. He was horrible. Joe Woods is no longer with this team. You have Jim Schwartz now. The way that they were able to make adjustments before halftime was crazy. They were not even able to make adjustments like this last season. So him getting these guys up front to pressure Joe Burrow, put the hands up at the line of scrimmage, just put bodies around him, and the way they were able to stop the run game and put roll coverage onto T. Higgins, then take it off and switch to Jamar Chase, that was good to see, because this is a Browns team that has been dealing with coaching issues for the last couple of years. So if Jim Schwartz can be that guy, and it is just one game, but if he can be that defensive coordinator, I think that he will be for the entire season, it is no reason why this team should not be in contention to win the AFC North. And no disrespect towards the Cincinnati Bengals, they're still a tough team. A lot of people are going to still say they're the best team in this division, but I'm starting to see some things right now with the Browns that are scaring me. If you are not a fan of the Cleveland Browns, they can run the football, they can work off of play action, and those corners are young, but they're good. Denzel Ward has dealt with some concussion issues, but if he can stay healthy with Greg Newsome, that's a very good cornerback duo. Both of those guys are very good, and these safeties are good in this team as well. I like Grant Delpit's game a lot. He played a good game today against the Bengals. But it was the way that they went and attacked Joe Burrow, and they didn't let up. Last season, the defense let up like I did against the New York Jets early on. They didn't let up. As the game progressed, they got more and more aggressive up front with Joe Burrow and crew, and they weren't letting them run the football down the stretch. They were saying, hey, Joe needs to come out and he needs to beat us. And I understand they match up well with the Cincinnati Bengals. And a lot of Bengal fans, well, Joe Burrow didn't play in the preseason, he wasn't fully healthy, he hurt his calf. You can't always make those excuses. You got to give the Cleveland Browns their flowers right now. Now, when I look at this offense, it's the same offense as Kevin Stefanski. That man, I haven't seen Kevin Stefanski smile this much since they let Baker Mayfield go. He was happy today. They're able to run the football at a high clip with Nick Chubb, regardless of who they go against. Now, the offensive line can do that. I am concerned about the offensive line and pass protection. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of the passing concepts Kevin Stefanski runs are plays that are meant to go down the field, attack the seams, and sometimes they're post routes. The offensive line may not be able to hold on for too long before Deshaun Watson gets pressured. And today he was out of sync with these wide receivers. Now, I expect for the next couple of weeks for that to get better, because Elijah Moore only had 3 catches today. And Elijah Moore got busy. He was the leading wide receiver today in yards, 3 catches for 43 yards. And Amari Cooper had 3 catches for 37 yards as well. I expect for both of those guys to be 100-plus yard wide receivers moving forward. Maybe not every game, but both of these guys have that potential. Elijah Moore has been stuck on the New York Jets depth chart for years now. He comes over. He's the leading wide receiver for this team week 1. That's something that you definitely love to see. I expect for David Njoku to get more looks with this team. So Deshaun Watson definitely has to be better. He wasn't amazing today, but he was good enough for them to beat this team by 21 points. And if Deshaun Watson can get away with playing like this and they can win football games, imagine what they can do when Deshaun Watson is at full potential. Imagine what this team can do when Deshaun Watson is going out there and he's throwing 3 or 4 touchdowns. If Deshaun Watson can just be half of what he was a couple seasons ago with the Houston Texans, this team can win the division. They can win this division. Because I look at the rest of the teams in this division right now, the Browns match up extremely well with them. Now, they have a division matchup next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Steelers don't look too hot right now. So let me know in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Cleveland Browns? Is this team legit, or am I overreacting? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.